Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at some of the low cap gems that we're following here on the channel. So I decided to do a video where I take a look at all of them in one video, basically, rather than having separate videos for each of the low cap gem altcoins. Let me know what you think of this idea. Let's see how long this video takes. Hopefully not too long, but hopefully I can cram as much useful information as possible into this video. But I'm not a financial advisor by any means. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. So let's jump straight into it. Now, the markets are recovering very nicely, and we are looking at a retracement to the downside after this huge impulsive move that we just had in the last 48 hours. So yeah, that's right now we have the total crypto market cap up, and this is the Bitcoin chart. If we go into the 4-hourly chart, we're bouncing off the 20 EMA. So by all means, we can absolutely get overextended once again and have another leg up to the golden ratio over here at $49,000. But as you can see, we got rejected here from the 786 that we have. And yeah, this is regarding Bitcoin, just a quick little update. Now, jumping into our altcoins. So we're going to start off with Centrifuge. So let's jump into the daily chart on this bad boy. So I did give you a nice buy zone over here, anywhere from 63 cents all the way, or 64 cents roughly, all the way down here to 55 cents. And as you can see, we're still in this buy zone. Very good entries over here. We are in this disgusting downtrend. As you can see, we're getting rejected from the 20 EMA. We got rejected from the 20 EMA over here, as you can see. Also, we are going to have timestamps on this video, so feel free to skip to whatever altcoin you're interested in. So yeah, the daily chart still is in a downtrend, obviously, and we're printing higher, lower highs and lower lows. If we go into the daily RSI, let's see what's going on over here. Yeah, so we were in the oversold here actually 3 times for the last couple of weeks. And right now we had a nice recovery. Now let's take a look at the price action compared to the relative strength index, and let's see if there are any divergences over here. So, okay. Yeah, so as you can see, we are, yeah, actually no, yeah, that's not a divergence. I do apologize. So no divergence right now, but this is a great time to be accumulating Centrifuge. This is what I'm going to be doing right now. Great entry point from here. So from where we are right now at this second to the all-time high, that is roughly, let me see, 329%, which is not that bad. I'm excluding this huge wick that we had over here. This is on the day of listing on KuCoin. It went all the way to $5.40. So on Centrifuge, there's not a lot to say. It's a great project. And as you can see, it's just a downtrend, right? You need to be buying these lows. You're still over here, you're still below, and you need to be selling once you're up here. So yeah, this is regarding Centrifuge. Now let's move on to our next altcoin. So let's see what we have next on our list. I didn't do a separate list. I should have done that. All right, Freeway Token. We're going to take a look at this. So this actually was one of the tokens that this I think was my first low cap gem coin on Patreon. I shared it back at the end of October, and since then it actually did perform very nicely. So as you can see, October 31st was, I think, when I shared it, and it did a 190x in the following couple of weeks, which was incredible. Then it had a nice pullback over here where you could buy back in as well. But still, you know, from that point on, you're still up 44%. So it was a great trade, great call over here. Not blowing my own trumpet, but just, you know, showing you that there is value in the Patreon. So we have this symmetrical triangle playing out, had the nice breakout, got rejected from the 786 over here. That is going to be our next major resistance level that we need to be looking at, because we got rejected from those points from the 786. That is one time over here, second time over here, actually 2 times over here. So yeah, around about 5 times in the past year. So we should be eyeballing this area. For those of you who haven't learned anything about this project or haven't researched this project, make sure to look into it. It is an interesting project where you can earn passive income on your stable coins while you know the crypto markets are potentially going to go back into a bear, right? And you can just earn some yield on those stable coins, which is always nice. So as you can see right now, we have our Fibonacci set up from the swing low here in June to the swing high in May. We got rejected from the 786 and we landed on this 382 here, broke above the 0.5 and once again broke below it. So now we're hitting our head on the 0.5, which is a strong resistance level, which is actually the second strongest after the golden ratio. And the golden ratio over here is this zone. As you can see, I do have it highlighted with the white or the yellow rectangle, I should say. And let me give you the price tag for that. So I wouldn't be selling any low cap gem altcoins right now unless they pump to like 100% with this move to the upside. But none of the ones that we follow actually had a strong pump. So 0.01648 all the way to 0.015479 is a strong resistance level. That is a 43% move from where we are right now. So that can be a nice swing trade for you. But as you can see, we have printed a bearish cross over here. And you're looking to, and you're getting rejected from the 55 EMA once again and from the 0.5. But what is positive over here is that you're constantly making higher highs. So as you can see, this is potentially going to be a nice little ascending triangle for you here, and you're gonna keep on bouncing up and down over here until you have that breakout to the upside, because an ascending triangle is a bullish pattern basically, but there is always the potential that we can break to the downside because Bitcoin can absolutely crab the bed at any time, right? And we can start landing on some support levels, and an important support level here would be at 0.009984. So keep an eye on that level. But yeah, right now we do find ourselves in a bullish pattern. Actually, I could move this just a bit over there, right? Because you really want to ignore the wicks when you're drawing these patterns, and you want to focus on the candles or the fully closed candles of the pattern. So actually, this isn't really a so this is a symmetrical triangle at this point. Yeah, good thing that I noticed that I misplaced the resistance. So this is a symmetrical triangle, which is a neutral pattern, which means that it can either break to the upside or to the downside. It has a 50% to the upside and a 50% to the downside potential. So yeah, we're looking for a bounce off this white trend line at the minute over here. If we start going lower, you should look for potentially, so that gives us this support. And if you start breaking out, let's see what's that going to present us. So that's going to give us, let me get that. There we go. Let me get the price tag for you. So that's going to be at 0.013643, and from where we are right now, if you enter, let's say that would be an 18.5% trade, which is not bad. It's not bad at all. But let's move on to the next altcoin. All right, next up we got PDEX. So PDEX is a great asset to have. I'm accumulating as much as I can right now with any spare fiat that I have. And I do think this project is going to be pretty huge, but obviously not investing more than I can afford to lose. It's still a low cap gem, right? I still have to manage my risks. But as you can see right now, we're getting rejected from this, or not even rejected, but we can't seem to break through right now through the 0.236 of this Fibonacci. We got rejected from the 20 EMA right now. So what I would target right now is this white trend line. Because if you take a closer look and you draw this out on your chart, on the daily chart, by the way, all these are daily charts for now. I will mention if I do skip over or change to a different time frame. So we have one bounce over here in September, we have another bounce over here in October, another bounce over here in November, but we managed to break through, failed to hold as support, another couple of bounces here back in at the end of November, another bounce over here in January, and we're potentially looking for another bounce in February. Now, if we are super bullish, then obviously you can break above and back test as support, but for you, here are some targets. So $11.41, $14.48, $16.41, and the golden ratio, obviously, which would be our dead cat bounce scenario if we don't break through that, $18.37. Misspelling some numbers there. I do apologize. So yeah, these are a couple of resistance levels. You could be looking at some nice percentage gains over here, 40% till this 382, 78% till the 0.5, and 124% till the golden ratio, which is this 0.618 Fibonacci level. But this does move quite parabolically, right? If it has any news, or it does move nicely with the markets. So, here it didn't, obviously, but as you can see with these sudden moves to the upside, there is a potential for a quick profit as well. Now, jumping into the daily RSI, let's see what is going on over here. I did give you this buy zone, by the way, in the latest PDEX update that I think we did around about 2 weeks ago. And I gave you this buy zone on the RSI, anywhere from the index of 36.5 to 38.4, but we didn't dip any lower since then. And as you can see, each time we landed on this zone, you had a move to the upside. So still a great zone. Keep that in mind. Draw it out on your chart. And this pink trend line is also an important level because, as you can see, we're hitting it as support and resistance. Right now, hopefully, we can land on this zone as a support and back test it, basically. So in terms of the RSI, we're doing everything we need to for the continuation. Now, yeah, that's pretty much it for PDEX. Let's jump into our next altcoin. So next up, we have SparkPoint. I don't make any videos on SparkPoint separately anymore because I just don't like how the company handled the tier 1 listing. But I'm pretty sure they're just holding it off until the markets really start pumping, so that when they announce it, the token skyrockets. That is what I think, honestly. But, who knows? We do have 2 Fibonacci retracements set up over here. Let me just get that straight now on for you. So, yeah, we're getting rejected from the 382 over here on the smaller fib. This is a swing high of the January 12th pump and the swing low of the January 5th low. So this gives us the 1.618 target at 1.5 cent, which is actually doable if you are looking for long term, right? If you're willing to wait, because the project does pump very, very quickly. For example, here we moved all the way from, is it that? Yeah, so here we moved all the way from 0.009 to actually 2.5 cents in about, how many days was that? In about 15 days, right? So it's crazy how fast it can move. So if you're holding for the long term, just make sure to have these sell orders ready because you can miss out the pump and wake up in the morning and see that the project actually appreciated like 300% while you were asleep, and you didn't take advantage of that because you didn't have these sell orders ready to go. So that's what I do. I do have some sell orders at 0.008 cents, and I do have some sell orders at 0.006 cents right now. I'm not planning to hold this for the long term because I don't like how the team handled the stuff with the tier 1 listing. Like I said, if they did it once, they'll probably do it twice, So yeah, that's pretty much it for SparkPoint. If we take a look at the RSI, all right, yeah, the RSI is doing okay until we start getting overextended here to the index of 70. That's when you can start taking some profits. You can see we have a couple of resistance lines over here. We have this pink trend line above us. We have a couple of white trend lines below us. Feel free to copy this to your chart because this can help you in the future to catch some support zones. Obviously, we have this pink trend line that held very nicely and the white trend line that held very nicely. So you should have those on your charts because, as you can see, they're helpful in terms of spotting the local bottoms over here. So yeah, the RSI is looking healthy. Now let's jump into the next altcoin. Next up, we have SPI. So this is a pain in the ass because I did invest in this on our trading series. I did put in like $170 in there, and I think I bought in at $80, at $60, I want to say. And right now the SPI price is $13. It has, you know, retraced quite a bit over here, as you can see, but this is a good time to be investing some, you know, low risk, high reward potential over here because it was quite oversold. As you can see, we're on the daily chart right now. The RSI is recovering and you were sitting here below $10, and from there you started recovering. You got back above the 20 EMA, which is positive right now. You're potentially going to run into the 55 EMA as resistance. So that's a potential almost 2x for you. And you do have the 0.236 over here at 22.5 cents. So that's a nice, let's see from the bottom, that's a nice 131% move since the local bottom. So yeah, and if you're looking to sell at the all-time high prices, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get there. The project doesn't seem to be doing a lot. I mean, I don't really follow it that much, but I have been following it once we had the trading series running, and we're going to continue with the trading series. It's just that we're down on all altcoins. I'm just waiting for the portfolio to recover so that we can make some more trades. But yeah, regarding SPI, you know, this is just a matter of waiting for anyone who has bought in over here. If you bought in at $200, well, brother, you should, or sister, you should be, you know, more careful with what you buy at peak prices because the project got listed on January 7th last year. I remember that, and I wanted to get into it, but I didn't, and it ended up going all the way to 700 or all the way to $325. So yeah, that was a missed opportunity, but you know, I wasn't that experienced at that time, so it was probably I was probably better off not investing in that. But yeah, like I said, holding the 20 EMA on the daily chart as support is very important right now. Let's see if we can do that. If you start dropping lower, maybe dollar cost average into it a bit more, but that's pretty much it. Let me give you some resistance levels over here. So we do have a resistance at $38.40. Another resistance here at $31.87, and another resistance above here at $58.74. Now, keep in mind, it does have these huge wicks to the upside. So I do have a sell order currently at $80 because, as you can see here, we were trading at $49 and we had a huge wick all the way to $98 here. So you can potentially get filled with those big wicks if you are lucky enough. So yeah, that's it for SPI. And the last coin that we have here is going to be MTV. So I did give this ascending triangle on Twitter, and I did give you a target of 0.00825 cents. From there, we got rejected back down. You could have bought back in, which was a nice swing trade if you follow the Twitter page. And right now, as you can see, we're above the 55 EMA, and we're, you know, curling the 20 for that bullish cross. So things are looking good for Multivac. It had an absolutely astonishing recovery over here, doing a 92% in around about 2 weeks, which is not bad. It's not bad at all, to be honest with you. So yeah, Multivac is a great project. One thing that is quite negative is that we didn't break through this swing high. So this potentially can be a double top pattern over here. So we have to be careful here. We're still not out of the woods completely. Bitcoin hasn't broken its previous local high as well. So we have to be careful. Okay. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And if you're going to be buying into the project, I would look at the 786 as a nice back test of support since we broke through and we haven't had the back test. So 0.0081633 is a great entry point. Actually, just have it above that at 0.0083, just to be safe. And until the all-time high, let's see how much do we have. Let me get the. There we go. So let's see how much percent. 214% till the all-time high. Not that bad, not that bad, still a good trade. And I do think we are going to be potentially looking at 20 cents by the end of the bull market, at least, right? If the project gets a lot of news, it starts building, it's marketing a bit better, then we might even see it, go all the way to $1 or something, right? But, it is smart to take some profits if you bought in, early over here. And yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. This is my rundown on all the low cap gem altcoins. Let me know what you think of this video. Do you like this format or is it too long? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Feel free to follow me on Twitter, join our Telegram chat, a great community over there. You're gonna get help or you're gonna get some answers if you need those. Ask away in the Telegram chat, in the Discord server, guys, and feel free to join our Patreon. It's a great way to support me and a great way for me to give back to those who support me. Think of it as buying a cup of coffee, but instead of the coffee, you get useful information for 30 days, like low cap gem calls, mid cap project highlights, buy and sell alerts. We recently had a couple of weeks ago, we had a nice PolkaDEX buy and sell alert, which ended up giving us 50% of profits. So yeah, and all the links are going to be in the description. Make sure to check them out. I'm going to be in the next video waiting for you guys. Peace out.